Okay, just give you a bit of an update. We've skipped a fair bit of filming here. I've had GoPro issues. I won't say any more about that. But so I've just basically draped the wiring through. Nothing's connected. I've just run it through the vehicle. I've finished the assembling the front end, and I'm just about to put it in. Had a couple of issues. One, I replaced the clutch and pressure plate, but it took me 4 hours to get the flywheel off. It was literally frozen onto the shaft. Nut and everything came off fine, but 4 hours. Had to heat it up, have a puller on it, heat it up, and it wasn't until I heated it right up and then let it cool. When it cooled down, it just popped off on its own, but took forever. Initially, you'll remember I ran the engine, bench tested it, and it seemed to be fine. My plan is to just put it in, see how it goes. If there's any problem, I'll pull it out again. But I hadn't planned on doing anything, but I had to pull the head off. I've since put a head gasket on it. And why I had to do that, this nozzle that sticks out of the top of the head facing down for this hose to join was just roached. I put a new hose on there. As I did up the clamp, it just crushed it. I couldn't get it out without pulling the head off, so I've pulled the head off. And actually, it looks like the engine's been rebuilt. The pistons were brand spanking new. So I'm hopeful that that's the case. Everything else looks fine. So I've reassembled the front end. I've got the brake hoses in. I've got a issue with the radiator. I found it's been bogged up underneath here. You can buy cheapies on the net, but this one that's got this extra pipe that comes out and goes back to the expansion tank, and both top and bottom outlet on the same side. They call it a rear-facing radiator for some reason, but they're about $500 or $400 something dollars. So I'm going to get another radiator rather than attempt to fix that one. I would prefer to wait till I get that before I put the engine in, but I'm just too impatient. So I'm going to put it in and hopefully I can get the radiator in afterwards. These are the two bolts that hold the bottom. I've done it before. You can get them through here, but it is a trick. But my patience has got the better of me. So I've run the hose. I'm just going to put a small jack under the back, under the front here, and just tilt it back to line it up with these with the same angle as the moke is at. So we'll try and change it up. Potentially should have left the alternator off. We'll see how we go. I can always remove it. Yeah, that's not going to work for me, so I'm going to drop that. Hoist certainly makes life so much easier. The hoist creeps down a bit, so I've always got to lock it. Otherwise it'll just slowly come down a bit. Alright, alternator's not going to make it, so remove the alternator. I'll put all new bolts in it, so it should be relatively easy to remove. That should fit now. So just lining up the, trying to line these up with there. Everything looks okay. Out of the road. Pardon me. Okay, everything looks all right. The clearance there, just touching the steering rack. Everything else looks good though. That was worth putting that jack in there. Now I can get the angle perfect. This side here looks pretty good. sure whether it's caught on there. This side is good. It's gone home, I think. Very close to being home. Can't see where the bolts are at the top. This side is perfect. Give you a look. Holes are lined up there. We'll go around the other side and have a look. It looks like it's what's holding it up. You can see here it's not gone up as far as the other side. Looks okay though, it's lined up. Nothing else is hitting it. This looks a bit tight just here, so I'm just going to that's something holding it. Right, that's got all the weight of the moke on it. Heard it. That nearly Jack jumped out and landed on the front of the moke. Yeah, it's definitely where it's catching, just here. Alright, so what I might do is go up a bit. Just whack that. It looks like it's stretched out a bit. Oh, it's close. It is close. We're lined up. Nothing's catching. Just this. I've got a soft-ended hammer here. That went, but not far enough. Okay, I've got too much of an angle now. all the weight is on the bench. Now that goes down and springs back up for some reason. I'm not sure what's doing that. I did a test fit the other week and didn't have this trouble. Oh, I think I see. No, I don't see. It's catching somewhere and I just can't see what it's catching on. This side is perfect. Oh, it doesn't quite line up, but close, but not there yet. Oh, that's clear. That's clear. Can't see what's holding it. As I said, I did a test fit without the engine last week to make sure. Okay, my angle's not right, so this is too high at the front here. I cannot see what's holding that. That's all okay. That's all okay. That's clearing. when I pull down, it jumps back up. It's as if it's hitting something, but I can't see it. This side is pretty good. The bolts are even sticking through the top here. This side is good. I'm missing something. Nothing is catching. Can't see it for the life of me. It just needs to go up, but it's as if it's hitting something. I cannot see it. Alright, what I'm going to do, a couple of nuts on the top to stop it dropping out. But if I know. Everything is clear. Everything is clear. The joys. The joys. get the nuts prepared before you start. I think I would learn. Alright, that's that. This is nearly lined up. Maybe that's the trouble. It's this way. Yep, that's the problem. That's the problem. How do I square that up? That side is in and good. It's as if it wants to twist this way, but it shouldn't. It shouldn't. Running out of battery, so we will I'm not sure what. So it's just about out. This side is closer. Closer. Okay. See what I mean about getting the nuts ready? I just dropped it. So it looks like I've got success this time. I don't really know. I think it's the moat is not level on the right angle on the hoist, and there's no or the subframe. You know what I mean? Alright, that one's started. Might have to pause you and recharge. What do I do with those nuts? I can't fall out. And those holes line up now. That's what it was. Got there. I'm just going to stick some random bolts in just to hold it. So it can't drop out in the head. And I'll take it up, level it all up and bring it down again. I don't know what on earth that was, to be honest. This one needs to come down a bit. Okay, can't fall out, don't think. There we go. Okay, I'm going to have to recharge, but that's in. That is in. Alright, I'll recharge my GoPro, get all the 20 minutes out of it, a battery, and then we'll bolt her up. So I'll show you more after I've recharged. Okay, well, I've finally got everything in, tightened up. Initially I had the tie rod ends off the steering rack coming down through the top, and obviously it's tapering there and it wouldn't work. But when the suspension is loaded, that's level, so it's obviously what that's done. I've done the bolts at the front now, shock absorbers on. I've put these bolts in here I'll trim them off. They're stainless steel with nylock nuts on it. I've yet to do the gear shifter. So everything went relatively smooth second time round. So I'm just going to have a bit of fun now and put the front wheels on it and put it on the ground. I want to have a look at that front suspension. I've tightened everything up, I think. Obviously, I'll have to recheck everything. Cobwebs on the wheels, that's how long this thing's been sitting. I'm just going to put two on each side. I just want to see how the suspension looks under load, because I've got adjustable pods in the front. Okay. That's it. Oh, what do you think? I think I'm pretty happy with that, to be honest. Yeah, it looks good. There she is, on four wheels. Looks great. So now I can put the carburetor back on and start my wiring in earnest. And I'm still not too sure about this radiator, but we shall see. We'll see. But there she is. I'll have to give it a name. But for now, she's my little orange peel. That's what I'll call it. Orange peel. And you can actually see it sitting up higher on the passenger side than the driver's side. So that's just suspension adjustment now, but I'm certainly not going to worry about that now. Be interesting. I'll take it up and just see how far, what the difference between the two is, the left and right. Lucky I checked that. Putting the carburetor back on before I drop something down the hole. Certainly it's easier to do this with the motor out. I just want to have a look at the difference in the adjustment. Okay, so that one's pretty well right up. This one is down, so that's why it was, that's right, so okay, it's good news. All right, that will just about do me for the day. Looking all right. Well, there you have it. Got lots of work to do now. Figure out where all this goes. But it's all good fun.